Hello everyone, I'm back. It's precisely 11:30 p.m. Excuse me. I didn't pre-plan in advance to wait till 11:30 to do a video, but I mean, I could have done a video like started a couple of minutes ago if but I propped up two pillows um excuse me, since I not long ago finally, got done eating. So, um, well, the fake Darnell Williams perp was harassing me to like a few times today, and that fake Janine perp, my instincts were right on the money. Um, when she made a fake supportive comment, and something in my instincts, um, something in my gut feeling, excuse me, they make my eye itch. Something in my gut feeling made me feel like I know that she's you know, full of shit. And so later on she confirmed that and she was perping me. She made a fake newer account, another fake new account with the name Ivan on it, which is my twin sister's son, Ivan. And, she made it like as if she wanted to offer financial help. And then the fake Darnell Williams perp made a fake account pretending to be me and falsely naming himself Randy. And made like over 20 something fake harassing comments. And then I blocked him and he made another fake new account talking about fraudulently and illegal greedy grand perp with, the fake AI picture of a gorilla, a gorilla eating a red velvet cake. So, and then he started to try to be smart ass and talk about, oh, now the whole now now you let everybody know that you have a Clapper account now. Or, well, how did you illegally find out in the first place? Because I didn't tell anybody at first. I stayed quiet for 2 whole months, and I didn't tell. I mean, I didn't tell really publicly. I didn't really tell anyone publicly that I have a Clapper account. But, as I said in the previous video, hardly any targeted individuals I see on there. And I had never really gotten any donations on Clapper, you know. Um, so, um, but I was able to be at peace on there, I really think that the perps are, um, secretly, able to see everything I do on my phone some kind of way. Um, because like as I said, I could get a new social media account somewhere, keep it secret, keep it quiet, and the perps still illegally find out. I didn't tell anyone what hotel I was staying in, but the fake Darnell Williams perp and others illegally find out. And then he made a fake new TikTok account to publicize the address and name of the hotel that I'm staying in. And so then I screenshot to show y'all what they're doing to me. So then, he tried to make it like it was a very stupid idea for me to show the video about the mail tampering that happened. Like, excuse me, they cut off a piece of my mail. But no, it didn't look like they cut it off. It looked like somebody tore off a piece of my mail and then put some dirty spots on it to make it dirty on purpose, and then like messed it up and smeared parts of it and ruined it. And they're like, oh, the only piece of mail that they did that to was the public defender thing with the court. And so that was the only piece of mail that they did that to. Excuse me, out of the 4 pieces of mail that I had. But the piece of mail, all it was a receipt. It was just a receipt of that $40 that I was forced to have to pay. So I mean, he thinks that because he's doing evil and committing cyber crimes online and never getting caught or remaining undetected, he thinks that makes him clever. And so, I put in the community post about him. So he's teaming up with this fake Janine person. And they both act like as if they wanted to try to make fake offers for me to sell out. And they think this shit is a fucking game. The whole while they're lying to people and saying that Candy, the gang stalker network, Candy is a lying, greedy scammer. But y'all the ones trying to scam somebody out of their soul. How come you don't feel like, y'all don't feel like somebody's soul is to be taken seriously? Excuse me. They don't feel like somebody's soul is to be taken seriously. And I don't even know if the jail thing was a setup, for them to come after my soul. And if people end up dead in jail or prison for refusing to sell out, they got so many innocent people in jail or prison, and they're not even criminals. They're not even bad people. They have people who are doing the time that never did the crime. But there are people who are committing crimes who never have to do the time. So ask any narcissistic abuser or a gang stalker how many crimes they get away with or to get rewarded for and praised for. I mean, narcissistic abuse ought to be a felony crime. Gang stalking supposedly is a felony crime, but who the hell prosecutes them? So, but, excuse me, I don't know why they maybe they hit me with weapons to cause my right eye to kind of squint a little. Um, and it might be I don't know if it's the remote neural monitoring or directed energy weapons or I don't even know if it's not really a Tourette's tick, but I'm starting to kind of feel it coming on, like for me to start to and which just hasn't happened in a long time. Starting to feel it coming on for me to have like a Tourette's episode. Um, excuse me. Like some people have seizures out of nowhere, and other people say that if they can feel a seizure coming on before they have like a seizure or something, you know. But a lot of times with my Tourette's, sometimes I can feel it coming on, and I absolutely hate experiencing, my Tourette's outbursts or the Tourette's ticks and outbursts and Tourette's fits and stuff like that. I mean, and I end up feeling sorry for myself. You know, sometimes it can go on for 1 or 2 hours. Um, and sometimes, being sleep deprived enough, the Tourette's will end up being way worse. And is and then abusive narcs like to you know criminalize me and talk about my inappropriate behavior and wrongfully kick me out and ban me from places for disorderly conduct for a freaking medical condition. Or they will use that for justification to further physically abuse me in a mental hospital. Um, you know, excuse me. I hope I don't end up having like a this. I don't even remember the last time I had a Tourette's outburst or episode. The last time I had like I'm talking about like a whole session of, you know, sometimes it might be just like, oh, you stupid motherfucker, and that's it, or something like that. But like a whole session of that fit that will last like from 30 minutes to 2 hours or so. Um, you know, the last I remember that happening, I was in Bloomington. So, like in Pensacola for that month, and even from October on, I haven't had like, like, one of those longer sessions, you know. Um, so, excuse me. But a lot of times it might be just a quick outburst or a quick shame. I mean, I'm sorry, a quick phrase or something like that. The majority of the time, especially when somebody, trigger and provoke me, and then I have like a Tourette's, you know, fit or whatever, and then abusive narcs think that I'm just badly behaving on purpose and using it as an excuse to avoid accountability. But I heard that they have people who will suffer Tourette's if you're in the hands of abusive narcs, narcissistic abusers. Then they treat you with police brutality style kind of beating, um, and traumatize you. For if you have like a Tourette's episode or whatever. and they try to force you to stop and lecture you about inappropriate behavior, and they try to lie and say that you using it as an excuse to avoid accountability. Excuse me. But I no longer take medication for anything at all nowadays. Um, for anything mental or physical, I don't take any chemical pills. I don't take any medicine anymore. You know, it's been over a decade that I've taken any psych medication except for the one time I was forced against my will to take Ativan in an emergency room. Um, that abusive tyrant um, doctor in Greenville, South Carolina. I think it was the end of 2016 or the beginning of 2017 that she forced me against my will to take an Ativan. I think it was Ativan. Is that uh no, it wasn't Ativan. I think it was Xanax. I think it was Xanax. One of those two. Excuse me. And people told me that I had a right to that I could have sued her for that. That I had a right to sue her for that. Um because I was no danger and no threat at all. Excuse me. So, um, but I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad that the urges went away. With the Tourette's uncontrollable. The uncontrollable outbursts or whatever. Um, but it's involuntary and uncontrollable. Um, you know, excuse me. So, um, so yeah, nobody else called me stupid, but the fake Darnell Williams perp. Um, the fake Darnell Williams perp. He's the only one who insinuated that I was stupid for showing the video about the mail tampering. Yeah, and then he told me something about he said um you know he said you're gonna end up needing a new phone soon. He said you will end up needing a new phone soon. And him and Anthony, who falsely glorifies himself as targeted Tony LA. Him and Anthony, they're working together now. And they both lying to people and saying that they're my baby daddy. But I don't have any kids. And they never met me in person. Never will, I don't think. See, this is Tourette's tics right here. But I know that excuse me. The earliest I've been suffering Tourette's, it was like at least 6th grade. And then it kind of got worse in 7th and 8th grade. Um, but in the school records that I used to have that I no longer have access to because I was forced to have to throw everything away. He said that I had Tourette's like symptoms even as far back as kindergarten. Excuse me, but we were 4 years old, and my twin sister used to blink her eyes uncontrollably. And the foster aunt Dana used to blink her eyes uncontrollably. But my twin sister didn't really have like other symptoms that was supposedly Tourette's or anything, but I guess my twin sister grew out of blinking her eyes a lot, you know. But the first day of school in seventh grade, they had this white boy that sat right across from me in homeroom, and he kept staring at me, like, well, he was looking directly because we sat like directly across from each other. Excuse me, and he kept like uncontrollably blinking his eyes, but he didn't really have like, well, he wasn't known to have Tourette's. And then later on that day, I came home from school and my eyes started blinking uncontrollably, and I've been had a problem with that when I was, and I don't remember what year my eyes stopped blinking so much. But people used to bully, harass, and laugh at me, for the uncontrollable eye blinking, and also the facial twitching, like I just did, like that, and also people said talk, they said I have like facial grimacing, you know, the uncontrollable cuss words, and and what else? I don't remember what else. Oh, and they say that like me constantly twirling my hair all the time, or um like the I don't have like the hair. I mean the I forgot what they said trichotillomania is, but I have, I guess, what they call the dermatillomania, where well, that people talk about skin picking, or whatever, but excuse me, but anyway, um but yeah, the fake Darnell Williams perp making fake harassing comments, and I mean, you would think, I mean, he acts like he's slow, crazy, and retarded with multiple personalities, but he will pretend that that he has more common sense than me and is smarter than me and knows better than I do. Or he wants to try to condemn me about rules and laws while he hypocritically breaks every rule and law. Excuse me. I mean, I read this website about how certain people who would be trolls, internet trolls that commit every internet crime imaginable. And that's exactly what he's been doing. And he illegally knows and finds out personal stuff about me that he shouldn't know, and that's none of his business. And my twin sister is working, and Anthony, they're working closely with my twin sister, you know, to get me wrongfully taken down and destroyed. Excuse me. So I find out that, I meant to say, oh, and another thing with the Tourette's though, the stuttering is my stuttering in 7th and 8th grade, and everything was like so bad. It was really bad with the Tourette's and stuff. But um, excuse me. I guess I don't really stutter as much as I used to. But the biological sister Belinda, I heard that they excuse me. The biological sister Belinda, I heard that she used to stutter. Um, you know, but Wyatt, I told y'all that he used to drool a lot, like slobber and drool, and the psych medication used to make him slobber and drool, you know. And when I was on Risperdal medication in my senior year in high school, used to make me pee on myself in a way that seemed similar to when the gang stalkers caused me the forced urination. Excuse me. And then clonidine, I'm sorry, no, not that one. Trazodone medication used to make me sleep 15 hours a day and eat like a hog, you know. So my legs still hurt, but the swelling seems like it's going down day by day. It's returning back to, my legs are returning back to the normal size, slowly but surely. And thankfully, um, someone helped me with enough for um 2 meals in another hotel night. So like earlier I was feeling really hungry and felt like I guess I just have to just shrug my shoulders and accept that I'll just go to bed hungry tonight with no food. And thankfully, someone helped me with $20 and then helped me with another $20 and then helped me with 70, you know, excuse me, and um it was after 9 o'clock that it was this person, I think it was their first time, donating or whatever, it was after 9 o'clock, and so all the places that I wanted to eat, um they were either closed or getting close to closing. Excuse me. So that they had left was like a very small amount of the local places, um you know but excuse me, the I mean, I was not gonna eat, you know Illuminati food, so I ordered. I mean, I had to order quick because that restaurant was about to close. And I ordered some I had to make a quick decision of something, before they closed, and I got I was able to get me like the other birria tacos that I've seen around the area were like more expensive, but these were the cheapest I was able to find, I think. And so I ordered some, and I mean, I ordered some, and and then the delivery driver was playing games and taking long and going like all kinds of strange long routes on purpose, and then sit there for like 5 or 10 minutes and then go the opposite or go just wrong, and taking her freaking time. So when I put, I messaged her and said, "What are you doing?" Because the restaurant was like about to close. And then she immediately canceled, and then the driver got switched. And the restaurant had closed already. But thankfully the guy was able to get my food. And even after they closed. And, he came here like with no problem, but he did admit that he was lost. And so I, gave him directions and, helped guide him on how to get here. And excuse me, and he finally made it here, and I ate my tacos. They came with a small bag of free chips and salsa, and the tacos were so good. The tacos and the green salsa was extremely good, but the red salsa, it was spicy and just freaking nasty. But the consomme, or however you pronounce it, it was basically water. Like, I was disappointed with the consomme stuff. No way can I just dip a taco in liquid that's just flavored like water, but as if water just had like onion, a little bit of onion and cilantro. But the green salsa was the best. But too bad that they gave me like the small container, what seemed like half of the green salsa. But the red salsa, they filled all the way to the top. And the nasty salsa. But the green salsa seemed like it tasted good enough to have you dancing for days. You know. And I think that those were like the best birria. Other than that nasty consomme, the best quesabirria tacos that I've tasted like in the area. I mean in the New Orleans metro area. But when I first had birria tacos, with the consomme, it wasn't even when I was in Los Angeles. It was when I was in Victoria, Texas last year. And they tasted flavorful and delicious and everything, but I was concerned about having too much fat in my diet for that day. And it was like a bigger container, but they cheated me. But it was a bigger container, but those, I thought I remember those tasted really good. I think that was when I went to the library. I think I went to the library like 2 or 3 times when I was in staying in Bloomington, and I went to the library about 2 or 3 different times when I was living out there. Um, so I mean, I cannot go back to that nightmare ever again. I'm all for living in some place. I don't mind living in some place that's rural or but what's the point of living like in a rural area where it's still noise and you don't get peace, and there's really nothing. And I was, excuse me, pretty much financially struggling out there, and transportation was a nightmare. you know so I was able to renew another hotel night for tomorrow night, and it looks like left over, I have enough funds for um at least breakfast tomorrow. Cause this hotel, there's only coffee, no breakfast at all. So you're on your own with all three meals. Excuse me. So um, I have enough for I have enough for one meal, and I reserved like another hotel night. So yeah, two meals, meaning the meal for tonight, and then the meal for tomorrow night plus the hotel night. And then so it looks like Friday I have to be scheduled to be back on the streets, but trying to get more help to stay off the streets. And next Friday, the 3rd, I get paid, but as I said, like Wednesday, I don't know at all like what will happen. Um I don't know what will happen next week. Um I don't even know if they're going to wrongfully throw me back in jail. I don't know if they're going to throw me back in jail, or if they're going to force me to do this or do that, or um and I heard that if a lawyer tries to bully you to plead guilty and won't allow you to take things to trial, I heard that he's violating your constitutional rights. You know, um, but excuse me, it's something new to me. I never heard of the idea of public defender, but I've heard of legal aid, or I've heard of pro bono lawyer, but I never ever heard of public defender. And all because you don't have money, they will side with the prosecutors against you. You know, but I took a nap at 4 o'clock this afternoon, and I think I woke up at like 7, and my sleep was spotty. Um, and I was too depressed to take a shower, but my teeth were bothersome and hurting enough that I went to brush my teeth with the bentonite clay. Um, you know, um, oh, my legs hurt. But I wish that I had help with like hotel room for another week. You know, until at least until Friday. And I mean, I gotta pay the phone bill. Um, Trying to get the body cam footage. Um, I don't even know if I'll get to get it. And and I don't know. It seems like everybody is abusive, narcissistic, hard, and mean, and everybody like with according to the Gretna court and jail system, everybody is seeing like they all seem like they're mean and rude and abusive, and they're all shady. And it's like, why are y'all so angry and uptight? There was something else that happened earlier today in person. that I forgot to mention, or it was today or yesterday that I forgot to mention. But I mean, they have well-meaning Christians who will be manipulated by the online gang stalkers that got games to play. They would The online so-called Christians that would get frustrated and turn against me, and if they would turn against me, and you know, and with the vigilante kind of punishment. And I'm like, wait a minute. You believe in somebody who lied on me. You know, but I cannot believe that more people are turning evil rather than turning to righteousness. It's unbelievable how many people are taking over and turning into perps. I mean, as I said, like when I went to pick up my mail, like I would have never guessed that you would be one of them. And throwing up devil horns, hand signs, and everything. That more and more people are flipping and becoming evil, becoming perps. I mean, they have people that profess to be Christian, and they sitting there, you know, participating in satanic ritual abuse. They have Christians that's turning evil. Nope. I mean, people are not repenting and turning to righteousness. They are turning from good to evil. Everybody's turning evil. But, they have somebody in the so-called TI community that in a video about my legs that I did the other day, they made sure that person got more thumbs up than I did. I'm the only YouTube content creator that I know where people who comment get more thumbs up on their fake comments, people in general, than I do on my own videos and my own comments. But the person who commented that I'm talking about, no, I wasn't trying to say her comment was fake specifically. But they had people who gave like supportive comments, but the perps make sure that their comments have way more thumbs up than my comments or my videos. They have had moments where somebody would make fake perp comments on my videos, and I have like nearly 200 views on the video, 23 thumbs down, and that person might have like 12 thumbs up on their fake harassing perp comments, you know, and then you know and it's wicked people that's working for the devil who think they got the fake authority to dictate what they think that I deserve or don't deserve. I'm far from the worst person in the world. You know, so um but yeah, the person who made the comment in that video, I wasn't really trying to say that she was fake, but they have people who make fake harassing perp comments that, I mean, if I get like one or two thumbs up on a video and somebody makes fake harassing comments, and then y'all make sure to give them 9 thumbs up. Like my twin sister, I know that she was one of the perps that gave the fake Donnell Williams perp thumbs up for saying, for telling me, sell your soul, switch sides now, Candy. And y'all getting undeserved praise for devil worship. And then these perps demand to be feared. They think I'm supposed to be scared. They think I'm supposed to be intimidated by them or frightened by them. My twin sister is an abusive tyrant bully. But she never backed down and was submissive and obedient and scared towards me. But she feels like I'm supposed to be afraid of her. But she'll be defenseless and scared against Ramona, though. And that's one of the reasons why her and Ramona hardly ever fought. I mean, they never got into a fist fight, or Ramona never put her hands on her. But my twin sister's scared to go up against Ramona. And for a long time, she was scared to go up against Mark. But she'll fight Wyatt and Derek and Sean, though. So, excuse me. So when David Jane told me in 2015 about my twin sister and Mark, fighting or whatever, I was really shocked about that. And Mark went to jail and was forced to have to take anger management classes. But that didn't stop him from being abusive and controlling. And it didn't stop Mark from getting any jobs either. And like people are telling me that with my criminal charge, if I were to ever be convicted, that, that I would never really get to have another job again. Or this would be like a stain on my record. And this would not have happened if the gang stalkers would not have sabotaged housing and job opportunities. Now I'm forced to have a fake criminal criminal charge and go through all this court and be put through hell. Because y'all think that ruining innocent lives is fucking funny to y'all. Yeah, and I mean, as I said, I don't even know what can be done with my hair. If I have to look a certain kind of way for court next Wednesday. You know, I don't know what I can do for my hair to look a certain way, and I don't have the proper clothes to or the shoes to dress a certain way. You know, um, so I mean, if I would if I would not have been workplace mobbed off the Piccadilly job, you know, I mean, if I could have continued to get to work, I probably would not have a freaking criminal charge right now. And I would not be surprised if anyone practiced a witchcraft spell, put a witchcraft spell to cause me to be wrongfully arrested and then undeservingly cursed with a fake public offender that's completely and clearly not on my side. And I wish that I could have gotten to record that conversation the same way I recorded the conversation about the fake lieutenant, the fake Gretna police lieutenant. And everybody's so heavy with pushing to think I deserve to be criminalized when I'm actually a victim of gang stalking felony crimes. And while the actual perpetrators are kicking back laughing. That's like when somebody's a victim of a scam, like what we heard about the elderly man who shot and killed the black woman. She was also elderly, but she was like young enough to be his child. He shot and killed her behind, a scam that somebody called him up and scammed him. Or the scammers called his house and threatened him or whatever. And all this happened, and the scammers probably kicking back laughing. They don't even have any conscience to care that a life was, that lady's life, an innocent life was robbed. He was a victim of a scam, and then he turned around and victimized an innocent woman and murdered her. You know. So, wait, what time is it? Oh, wow, 12:23. Yeah, okay, so now it is Thursday, April 25th, 2024 at 12:23 a.m. in the morning. Um so that means that 4 more months me and my twin sister gonna be 41 years old. And the perps wanted to make sure to ruin my 40th birthday. Like I didn't have a right to have a 40th birthday. So, um, but I mean, you would think that the fake Darnell Williams perp is he's not he does I never he's not human. And then these people embrace they glorify and embrace this devil worship, and they cling to it so hard. So I'm really tired. I'm about to get off here. Um, so my tooth pain, the pain kind of went down some, a little bit. Um, I'm not having no doggone donuts tomorrow. But I'm gonna go for now. I need any and all the help that I can get. They're not letting me have a job. So I'm gonna go for now.